Hello friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping on my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nancy and I post videos on skincare and makeup for mature women over 50. I personally am 55. I'll be 56 in 2 days actually. And just for your information, I have dry skin. I struggle with melasma, hyperpigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, just like any 55-year-old woman would. So I have a ton of products, empties, that I want to go through and give you like quick reviews on and just let you know whether these products I found to be useful, whether I would repurchase them or not, whether they worked for me or not. So I have accumulated a ton. I actually counted them and it was close to 100. So I think this video is going to have to be split into two. So for today, I will do mostly skincare, and then for part number 2 I'll probably do the makeup and the miscellaneous. But let's go ahead and start with the skincare. I'll go in the same order that I normally would do my skincare. So let's start with cleansers. So when I have makeup on at the end of the night and I want to remove the makeup, I do a 2-step cleanser. So I either go in with an oil or with some type of melting balm, which kind of turns into oil afterwards. So I have 2 here from Physicians Formula. These are empty, and I really like this one. It's really good at removing the makeup, but not stripping your skin. It has a beautiful scent. You can get it at the drugstore. Next we have, let's see, this company called Beekman 1802 sent me this, and I finished it up. It was kind of small. It didn't work for me, unfortunately. I found that the product didn't melt easily on the skin, and I found myself having to kind of, push and melt the little bubbles that would form, the not bubbles but chunks. So I would have to kind of really work it in. I like to be able to just put it on my face and have it melt easily. This unfortunately took a little bit of work. The next one is this one from Burt's Bees. It's their cleansing oil. I liked it, but it does have a really strong scent. But as far as how it performed with, loosening up the makeup, I really liked it. I think people with oily skin may find this to be too oily, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it again because I have found other things that I like better. Then I have this one from Cerave, Renewing Salicylic Acid Cleanser. This is for people who have like breakouts. I mean, it's targeted for that. I think also with texture on the skin. Cerave has a good reputation, so pretty much all products from Cerave work well. This one is non-comedogenic. It's gentle, and it's for normal skin. It says it exfoliates while softening and smoothing the skin. So that's it for drugstore. The rest are kind of high end. This one is from Milk Makeup, and I actually found this one at TJ Maxx. They do sell this at Sephora. So I found it like half price at TJ Maxx, and usually when I find high-end makeup at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I'm kind of skeptical because I'm like, well, why is it here being sold at half the price? There must be something wrong with it. But I'm a skeptic. That's my nature. Anyway, in this case, this one did not work for me. I think for oily skin, this may work, but for me, I found it to be too drying on the skin. I felt the skin felt like tight and kind of itchy afterwards, and that's when I know. That's when I can tell that the skin is being like stripped. So this is a no from me. Then we have IT Cosmetics, Confidence in a Cleanser. I love their entire line. I just wish it was a little bit more affordable. Only good things to say about this one. It has a beautiful like citrusy scent, and it doesn't strip the skin. It's perfect for dry skin. This one from Clinique, I couldn't even finish it. It's super drying. Usually things that say foaming, and there's something else, I can't remember right now, but when it says foaming or anything, sorry, I'm cleaning my nose here while I'm filming, great. So no, usually when things say foaming, or anything that makes a lot of suds or too much soap, for me, that indicates that it's gonna be drying. And this one was incredibly drying on my skin, so I couldn't even finish it. That's how hard it was on my skin. So may work for oily skin, not for dry skin. Then I have the small one here from, what is this? I forgot already. Drunk Elephant. Yes, this is a baby size, but I just don't get I don't understand why these products are so expensive. I mean, this cleanser was nothing special. It had a little bit of a scent, but it wasn't even a pleasant scent. So it was just a regular liquidy. I mean, it didn't do anything special. So this is something that I would not spend that amount of money on the cleanser or anything on this line for that matter, because I believe you can find much more affordable things that perform way better than this. So that's a no for me. When it comes to this brand though, Believe, I love pretty much their entire line. This is Aqua Balm cleanser. This one says jelly, but this one doesn't dry my skin. I find that their products pretty much all work for me. And yeah, this one is great also at removing mascara. It really loosens everything up. It doesn't burn your eyes. I mean, I always try to get cleansers that I can really get in there and really in the eyes and not have it burn or turn my eyes red. And I find that does happen with some cleansers, but this one passed the test. Another fail is this one from Laneige. This thing completely stripped my skin. Again, there's still some left in there, but I just can't. I can't do it. What I do sometimes is use the ones like this left over. I'll use it to wash my little washcloths, my facial washcloths. So I'll keep it around just to use it for that, but I can't put this on my skin. Same with their sleeping mask. Wasn't hydrating whatsoever. So I love their lip balm, I have it right there. I cannot live without their lip balm. I love it, but when it comes to their other products, it's a no for me. Then I have this one from Perricone MD. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this brand, but they are super expensive. The only reason I have this is because I was able to buy it through BoxyCharm, which they sell it at like 80% discount and like 60 to 80% discount. So I tried it because it says it has vitamin C ester. It has a terrible scent. I didn't like how it felt on my skin. It just didn't feel like a cleanser. It felt like it did nothing on my skin. So this, even if I can get it at a discounted rate, I don't think I would. Well, I'm sure that I wouldn't repurchase it. So that's that one. And the last, no, not the last cleanser. We're saving the favorite for last. And this is not the last one. The next one is First Aid Beauty. This is the Pure Skin Face Cleanser. It has antioxidants in it. I like this one. It's not my favorite, but it's one of the ones like at the top. First Aid Beauty is like on the more affordable side at Sephora, so you're not gonna break bank by using their products. There's a couple of other things from their line that I love more than the cleanser, but this is pretty good. It does what it's supposed to do without stripping the skin. And the last cleanser is my all-time favorite, which I can never stop buying. I have tried to stop buying this thing and I just can't. It is this one from Philosophy. Purity Made Simple, one-step cleanser. And how do I start? Why my love affair with this thing? It is just, every time I put this on my face, and I think I've talked about this before. As a matter of fact, I'm sure I've talked about it before because I rave about it all the time. I love it so much. I just wish it was more affordable. It is like having a luxurious experience when you put it on your face. It has this beautiful like spa, like very bougie type, like expensive scent. I don't know how to describe it. And it's like when you put it on, it feels like you're putting a moisturizer. It doesn't make all these bubbles or burn your eyes. I mean, you can really get in there with this one because it just really performs like a cleanser, but extremely mild. I can't talk today. But like extremely mild. And this one, I put it in my eyes. I never experienced any burning. And sometimes I will even use it as like the two-step. So if I have a lot of makeup, I'll do one wash and then rinse, and then I'll do a second one, and then my skin. This is specifically for dry skin. So it delivers. It delivers. If you have dry skin and you're looking for a good cleanser, I highly recommend this one. Okay, so that was it for cleansers. Let's move on now to toners and essences. Okay, so toners. I tried this one from e.l.f. It's Keep Your Balance Toner. Alcohol is like the second or third ingredient on this, and it just right there by looking at that, I should have not picked it up. But I kept it, I tried it, and it was too drying on my skin, so I ended up using it for something else. Since it had such high content of alcohol, I used it as like a disinfectant. So I would put it on little round cotton rounds, and then I would just, you know, pour it in and like disinfect my phone, disinfect, you know, anything, my AirPods. So I just, you know, I tried to get creative when things don't work for me, and I'll tell you about something else that I also use differently. When it doesn't work for one thing, I try to find another use for it. So I did finish it because it was disinfecting. There's just a little bit left. So anyway, but they do have one product that I do love, but I'll get to that in a minute. So let's finish up toners. The next one is Pixi Vitamin C Tonic. And this thing is a little bit also like Physicians Formula on the higher end side. And I don't understand why. I don't know if you're familiar with, what's her name, Angie? I'm not sure, from Fabulous 50s. So she did a test. She tested a bunch of serums that are vitamin C serums, and she got these testing strips. And when she tested this one, the percentage of vitamin C in this was literally like 0. I mean, I'll try to link the video in the description box. Hopefully I can find it so that you guys can watch it, because this thing was, I was blown away. So, you know, it's a lot of it's advertisement, unfortunately, but this, I will not be spending my money on this anymore. This, I tried this toner from e.l.f. I don't know, I couldn't finish it because it's like this. It's a little stick balm. It has a really nice scent, but it's not practical to apply. I like to be able to just, you know, put my toner all over and down the neck. This would take me forever, which is a shame because I love the scent. It smells amazing, but it's a pass. My favorite toner of all time is the one from, I forgot the name. Oh my God, my memory. Has that ever happened to you where you go somewhere, like in my case, I was in the basement, I went to the second floor to my room because I went to pick something up, and I get there, completely forgot what the heck I went to get. Completely forgot. So I have to come back down, retrace my steps, think again, and try to, it is real. Aging is not, it's not fun, man. It's not fun. But I mean, let's like look at it on the positive side. I got to do some exercise, you know, going up the stairs. But anyway, I digress. My favorite toner in the entire world is Lancome. This is another product that I tried to stop buying it and I cannot. It's like an addiction, honestly. I don't know. So yeah, I can't stop buying it. This is toner slash essence. It is hydrating. It has a beautiful rose scent. I simply adore it. I've been using it for years, and I just wish it was a little less expensive. So what I usually do is when Nordstrom has their annual sale, I'll try to pick up this big bottle, which, you know, pretty much carries me not for the full year, but, you know, close to that. So my number one toner. Now moving on to essences. I have one from the drugstore. This is the e.l.f. product that I love. The same, it looks just like the toner, but this one's called Hydrating Water Essence. And this has with purified water and algae. It feels so amazing on the skin, guys. This product, I have gone through, this is like my third bottle. This was my second bottle. I have a third one open. It's the first step. Before I start putting all my treatments and my serums, I always hydrate the skin first. And this is a great product to go in with because it really just makes your skin like nice and damp and ready to receive all of the treatments, you know, because it's so important, especially if you're putting on hyaluronic acid. It's so important to have the skin be damp and not dry. So this is so affordable. It is so good. I love it. I highly recommend it. If you are not into essences but you have dry skin and you want to start using them, maybe you can start with something like this. The second runner-up that I love is this one from Hada Labo. I get this online and it's not that expensive. So this one is a thicker consistency than this one. So this is like, the e.l.f. is like really, really watery. This one then starts to get a little thicker. So it hydrates like a little more and has no scent, and it feels just so delicious on the skin. It really, really like plumps it up. It's like when you're thirsty and you have a glass of water, this is a glass of water for your skin. Now, another essence that I love, and this one I can't stop buying either, which is like a step up from those two. This is a thicker formula, and it is this one. Most of you have probably heard about it. It is COSRX Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. And so, like I said, this is thicker. This I consider to be like an essence slash serum because it's pretty, it's not as thick as a serum, but it's not as light as an essence. It's somewhere in between. But I use it the same way. I put it on before I start putting all my treatments on. And it just depends. On days where my skin is drier, I'll go in with this one because it's heavier. And on days where my skin feels fine and it's not really too dry, then I'll go in with something like lighter, like this one or the Hada Labo. But all three are amazing essences. It just depends, you know, where you are in the world and what you have access to. But online, you can get all of these, I'm sure, on Amazon. I have this one from Farsali. It's called Quench Moisture. I don't have my glasses on, but it's this little bottle. I don't know if they still sell this, but this is basically just like a hyaluronic acid. And it's a really nice serum. I got this through BoxyCharm. It's the only reason I have it. But I've purchased two of them and it's nice. I just put it on, again, just like the essences. But this is a little thicker. So you get a lot of tackiness with this one. But again, I don't know if you're able to get it. I think it might be an old item. Okay, so that was the toners and essences. Let's move on to moisturizers. Okay, the first one is from Saturday Skin. It is their Waterfall Glacier Water Cream. This is a good day cream for the morning because it's like water-based. I mean, they work for dry skin, but I wouldn't use this at night because it's not moisturizing enough. But for the day, especially for the summer months, it does the job. This one didn't really have a scent. It was pleasant, it was hydrating enough, and like I said, for the daytime and this past summer, that's why I ended up finishing it. It sits really well under makeup because it's very light, it gets absorbed into the skin, so it's a pretty good product. The next product is from Touch in Sol. It is their Waterfall Glow Cream. This one also is very hydrating. I love it. Look how beautiful that packaging is. It looks so luxurious, and this has the most amazing scent. You guys know I am all about the scent. I mean, there's a lot of people, especially I think mature women, don't like their products to have scents, and I've said this also before, I prefer things with scents because for me it's like it's part of the whole experience, you know, like at the end of my day I do my skincare, I take my time, it's like self-care, time for, you know, relaxation, taking care of myself. And when it has like a certain scent, like scents just kind of add to that experience. It makes it like a richer experience, if that makes sense. But anyway, this, I loved it. It is very hydrating, perfect for the day. Touch in Sol, I think is sold at Sephora. I don't know if they still have this one available, but if you can get your hands on it, I would recommend it. Next, I have one from Glam Glow. This brand is also at Sephora. This is their Moisture Strip. And I also got this through BoxyCharm. Normally, I wouldn't pay these price tags. A lot of these products, most of them actually, I have because I have purchased through BoxyCharm, through Boxy Pop-Up. Sometimes you're able to get your hands on really good products that are high-end, that are super expensive, like things that are like $122. I was able to buy for $34 from Sunday Riley, which I'll show you in a little bit when we get to treatments. But you know, it's a great way to also try new products, which I love, and which is a great thing for me to do because that way I can share with you guys what I find. But anyway, this one was nice. I expected it to be sort of like liquid, like water-based, but it turned out to be super, super moisturizing. and it has a really nice pleasant scent. And it has omega, which is super important for the skin, and I think that's the key ingredient in this. But so yeah, I really like this one. Then we have It Confidence in a Cream, and like I said before, I do love this entire line. I love their products. I wish they were a little bit more affordable. When I get this, it's usually when they're having the Ulta sale where they have it 50% off. Like that's when I'll go in and snatch it up, or if I'm able to get it at 20% off at Sephora. I'm sorry, I always talk about prices. It's just how I am. Like I love skincare, and yes, I'll spend money on it, but if I can find a way to save money, to be able to try as many products as I want, because I just love it, I enjoy it. So then, you know, I'll do what is most cost effective, and I'd like to share with you guys, just so that if you are a skincare junkie like me and you want to buy a bunch of stuff, you can do that. So anyway, this, I've always loved it. I've used it for years, and has a beautiful like citrusy scent. I've always loved that about it. And this actually is a very good nighttime moisturizer because it's very thick. So this is like my last step in my skincare routine, and so it seals in the moisture. It is amazing for nighttime. It's so thick that it feels almost like a mask. So if you haven't tried it, you're missing out. What do we have next? Oh, again, something from them. It's their newer product, so I only have like a baby size, but I loved it, and this is on my wish list to purchase on the next Sephora sale. This is, I think they consider this a sleeping mask. Guys, the scent in this, I mean, I can't describe it. I don't know how to describe things, especially scents, but it's like a purple light color. The texture is so creamy. I mean, way softer. I mean, this is beautiful and soft, but this is like one step above, like creamy and soft and silky. Your face feels like it's getting pampered, and you know, just you get this whole vibe of, I just love it. I can't wait to pick it up. Then we have from Believe. I just have a baby one, but I have gone through big bottles of this because I love it, and I've purchased it for a couple of years now. It is Believe Moisturizing Balm. They have one that's for dry skin, which is called Water Balm. This is the one for dry skin. They have the eye cream to match this one, and amazing product, but again, pricey. But this is super hydrating. This is good for moisturizing. This one is good for hydration. And I have a drugstore one, which I bought. You know, I always try to take care of my skin, my neck as well as my face, because my skin is starting to really get, like, I'm getting this thing here. I don't know I forget what it's called, but anyway, it's like, it bothers me so much, and all I could do is, like, you know, just take care of it like I do my face. But a lot of times when I'm, you know, using a moisturizer that's like $60, I don't want to put it on my neck because I feel it's like, oh, then it's gonna run out so quick. So what I do sometimes, I'll buy an affordable one from the drugstore, this one, and I use it on my neck. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Night Cream. And this has a really strong scent, believe it or not, even too strong for me. Yes, I said that. It is, it's very strong. So if you are bothered by scents, stay away from that. But that's what I do, and it's you know, if you want to start if you haven't been taking care of your neck, you need to, girl, especially if you're like around my age or 30s or getting into your 40s, because it goes downhill real quick. Like, I'm turning 56 in 2 days, and I don't know how that happened. I feel like I'm trapped in like a 20-year-old mind, but I'm 50. I don't know. It's just, it happens fast. Take my word for it. And your skin, you start losing so many things. You start losing the elastin, what is the other thing? The most important thing that we have in our skin. Anyway, okay, now I saved the best for last. My favorite moisturizers in the entire world, Tatcha. And if money wasn't an issue, I would never ever buy anything else, any other moisturizer but these two. This is the water cream, and this one is the dewy skin cream. So this is more for daytime / oily skin people, and this is for dry skin. And the scent on this one, I not only the days that I do use it, I try not to use it every night so that I don't, you know, go through it so quickly. And I'll just like put it on my face, and then I just stand there and I smell it and I go like this, and it's like an addiction. It's so crazy how much I love. It's not normal, I think, to love something, to love the smell of a product as much as I love this one. Am I weird? I am, right? This one smells good too, but not as good. Actually, no, they smell the same. I'm lying, they smell the same. If you have never tried a Tatcha product, this is like luxury. It's not, obviously, not like the most expensive at Sephora, certainly, but it's up there. And I've tried other products from them. There's a couple of things that I'll talk about that I haven't liked from them, but when it comes to their eye creams and the moisturizers, the best. That was it for moisturizers. Let's move on to treatments and serums.